Alrighty. Good evening. Welcome back to Stationeers. Going back to. Let's go here because that would make sense to actually go to where we need to be. Oh. I forget actually where we are. So that'll be interesting. It's been a week. It has been a week. So let's see if I can kill myself with forgetting how stuff works. Okay. So my current problem is power. I am very thirsty. There's my pit of doom. Get reacquainted with everything. Here's some silver. Suck it up. Okay.
Power critical.
Okay. Guess that was something I was dealing with. Okay, so trying to remember. Got silicon, copper, gold, gold. Okay, so it looks as though I haven't gotten my furnace up to snuff. But I am working on cooling, cooling my oxygen. So I apologize for the darkness, but I don't have enough power. So does that mean... Whoa! It's really hard to see. Oxygen 82, so that's coming down. So that's what I'm waiting for. Okay. I got this turned on, right? Yeah. So when we got surplus power, I will know. Oh, Lord. Okay. Oh, speaking of which, I could probably grab my notes. I don't know how helpful they'll be. But it might tell me what my next project was planned to be. Which looks like furnace was my next setup, so I have to get reacquainted. I do know that I do not have... Well, let's check. I might have them in my pit of doom. No. I do not have anything in here. You're going in. You're going out. Oh. Yeah, that's a problem. How's that hooked up? Oh. Okay. That might make a difference. Turning off the AC units so that this thing might actually get a slight charge.
Health critical.
Health critical. Well, I guess I probably should eat and drink. Eat, drink, be merry. Boneless cereal bar, my favorite. Oxygen tanks in the way. I hope the water's boneless too.
Hunger critical.
Oh, dawn is approaching. That's good. I don't know exactly. I think it's just nitrogen, so I don't think it would necessarily be bad if I opened up my suit there. But let's not take any risks.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
Last time I died of starvation, so I'm gonna have to start setting up the hydroponics and all that fun stuff soon.
Pressure critical.
Just do this, get this
Oxygen
out of the way.
critical. Low pressure.
Okay. If I have that set up right. Ooh, that filled up fast. That's nice. I want to see this real quick. It's just nitrogen. Okay.
Health low.
I'm not going to complain about that. Alright. Let's check this in there, close that. So we want to go and mine some more. Oh, there's my when it's ready, that is. Huh? Wait, isn't that the hot side? That's the yeah. I don't know. Let's turn that off for now. Why do I have a bag? A bag of water. Okay, throw as much oxygen in here as I can.
Air tank critical.
Which is not much. Not much. Okay. So I haven't even gotten the furnace figured out, so I need iron out the wazoo. Iron, I probably should grab some lead. So that's part of the equation. I don't think copper's necessarily bad. Okay, because I need 100 copper according to this. But that may be an outdated source. Okay, here's lots of ferron gold. Oh, gun shy. Whoa! Let's not do that. I'm tired of restarting. Silver. What's a little bit more over there? I'm gonna have to go in soon. Actually, there's something I want to check before I have to run inside. Is this at full repair? It is. The vertical's off though. Why is the vertical off? 90. Supposed to be subtract. Something's weird.
Air tank low.
Okay. Okay. Huh. I guess I thought I pulled that off of the live side. So let's make that adjustment. So I would rather not pull my APC's power for this. Okay. Okay. 25.
Waste tank critical.
Whoa. Eh. There we go. So that way the excess power is being tunneled into there. So this can charge. There we go. You're at 0. Turn that off for a little bit of power. Basically, it's waiting for the O2 to come down so I can make a useful 69. It's 188, so that's got to come down. 288. 476. Wait, that's the waste heat. That's supposed to be going outside, but there's no... Aha. Pipe bender.
Air tank critical.
Pass event. Go. Oh, crikey. Forgot about that. Okay, there we are. That should do us fairly well. I don't know why you're discharging. But now, boy, I felt like a short day. I can actually transfer some heat out. That's coming down. That's coming down. So that can come down, that can come down, that can come down. 62. So basically, we're kind of waiting on that, which is unfortunate. Okay. So in the meantime, what we could do is kind of debating. Do I want to set the furnace up in here and just kind of, that might be a problem. But if I do my 4x4 by whatever, my 4 square, let's see, 4 frames. I don't have 4 frames. Don't have the iron there. I may have the iron here. Iron, I'll just leave that there for now. Okay, so frame, we want 1 frame. They need to be airtight. I'm going to have iron sheets or iron walls. So let's see. You need 4 frames, which is 8 sheets. We need 12 walls. So that's 12 sheets. So I need 20 iron sheets just to get to the next part here. That's not including the actual setup of the furnace, which I believe requires 4 sheets overall. So we'll go with 24 sheets. There's 24 sheets. Now glass sheets, this will get me, ooh, saw some over here. 12, oh, I got the 12 sheets. I already have those waiting. There we go. So that's for the furnace, that's a solid generator. Okay, so pipes. I need a regulator. Need a pressure regulator. I'm going to set that a little bit better than I did. Volume pump, or a, you know what? Make an active vent. And then volume pumps, I'm going to need 2.
Power low.
Okay. Pipe out the wazoo. Pipe out the wazoo. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and make the rest of that. Okay. So that'll use up the iron that I have in there. Okay. So I'll have the volume pump to charge and discharge the system if I need to. I'll put the pressure regulator on so that we don't have to worry about that. Make a big mess with pipes. It's part of the fun. I am missing one. I am missing one. I think I'm missing one. Maybe I miscounted. Maybe it's stuck in the output? No, it's not. I will need heavy cable too. That is a certain. So let's go ahead and dump all this. Looks like it gets me 6 heavy cable, which is not a good start. Well, it's got extra gold, so heavy cable. Let's go ahead and just make the rest of that. Okay. Okie dokie. There's... Yep. I'm liking those numbers. I can deal with those numbers. It does mean that my system should be cooling the O2 rather well. Sorry about the darkness. It's actually breathable. It is actually breathable. That's good. So what that means is I can go over here and turn on this. I have absolutely no excess power. It's probably all dumping into this battery. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Should be 32 if I have my immediate math correct. I really got to do something with the staircase. So I stopped loading it down in here with nitrogen. And then cooling. So I'll probably I don't necessarily want to heat up my oxygen, but take some
Air tank low.
take some carbon dioxide out of the systems. Yeah. Get my potatoes growing. So I will need, I don't know how many potatoes I'm gonna need to go through, but I imagine 3 potato plants might keep me alive. But they take what, an hour to grow, so I haven't actually paid attention to how fast I lose. Hey, Tuver. Well, it's going. I haven't died yet. I'm aiming to not starve to death, but I don't feel that I'm actually doing better than last time. But hey, it's all part of it. Okay, interesting. Is that like if you have two grow lights in the same coverage area? Will that count, or do I need to give it like outside sun as well? Okay, so all I've got left is gold. Oh, okay. Alright, but I do need steel to make a grow light, if I remember correctly. So I still need to hit my furnace first. Not to say that I couldn't get the space conditioned for it. Oh, okay. Okay, good to know. Alright, so how are we doing over here? Alright. I'll take that. That will give me lots of air. Okay, 15 minutes of light and 5 minutes of dark. Oops. That's probably a good idea. Okay. Well, that'll every little bit will help, for sure. Okay, I'll take that with me. I'm going to make a little divot here. Do that. That wasn't much, but okay, here we are. How are we doing? Oh, 10%. Yeah, maybe I should swap that out. Okay. Ready? Just because I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. Okay. Oh yeah, raw potatoes do not sound very exciting. I guess if I'm starving, I might change my mind, but I plan to at least microwave a baked potato. Alright. Not like this, I'm in a pocket. Okay. Hey. Oh, I hate mining. Mining on Venus. I hate mining on Venus. 3 potatoes more than enough? Is that three plants, or literally 3 potatoes? Yeah, I'm gonna go with probably plants. But nickel, copper.
Hydration critical.
It's copper, coal. I do need coal. That's good. A good find as well. A little too close. I've heard he's mastered the instant baking. Is that possibly cousin included? Yes, I will definitely be going for fries once I come over the basic requirements of living. Woo!
Waste tank caution.
Okay. Let's swap that out now so I do not forget. Gold on top of the mountain. Oh, it's stowed in the... Okay. Yep, I haven't had a chance to check him out. Just been too much crazy stuff going on. It's just why I had to take a break last week, which... Well, it sucks, but
Hunger
life
caution.
happens. Okay, so we've got a full stack of coal, one more stack of iron, and I will have what I need for steel, or at least my initial batch of steel. Feel better in a hard suit for sure. It's one of the reasons I'm not digging too deep, because I know I'm going to get myself into trouble if I do that. Base is right there. This is pretty good. Pretty good spot here. Whoa. I think I remember... yeah. A jello suit or something. I mean, that's one of those things. It's almost like the pocket of the vacuum that it creates is just too big a volume. Okay, there we go. We've got the ingredients we need for steel. Okay.
Waste tank caution.
Yeah. Box myself in and slowly vacuum the world from... Whoa! Okay. There we go. Ooh, I'm in a big hole. Don't like that. Okay, that's looking good. I don't need silicon at the moment. Sun is getting a little low. Waste tank getting full. Might turn on my light here soon. Okay. Lead. Is that a full stack of lead? Not quite, not quite, not quite. I need one more chunk. There we go. There we go. We got those two alloys taken care of. Ooh, look at that. We have excess power. Until I turn on the vent.
Power
Shit.
critical. Temperature high. Oxygen low. Temperature critical. Oxygen critical.
Okay. Whew. Yeah, the arc welder, that's something I definitely want to work towards. If I turn this off, does it even matter? So it's one of the things that has irritated me the most so far is when I'm trying to create my vacuum and I keep constantly polluting it. So I got to run the fan forever and ever and ever, and it's just excess power I don't really want to deal with. Okay, we will go ahead and turn that off for now. Do have a little bit of energy. So we've got our reagents. I guess we can just dump it here. So there's our lead for our solder. We're almost where we need to be for the electrum and silver. Or, the electrum. Yeah, silver and gold. Silver and gold. Okay. So the furnace itself I need to make. I do need to go get more iron for that. Copper and golds. I got plenty of gold. I need copper. Okay. So that's what we're going to be doing first thing in the morning. It's just nitrogen in there, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Pressure critical.
I
Oxygen
will wet my
critical.
lips.
Low pressure.
Wet my lips. My pit of doom. I do have iron up here. Oh, got copper up here. And this is in the mountain, so I might actually take advantage of these little nuggets. There we go. There's my stack of copper that I needed. Oh, there's silver over here. Cool. And gold. And more gold. I just need one more nugget, maybe two. Cobalt, yes, I have found some.
Hydration critical.
Let's see. Oh, okay.
Hunger critical.
So there's our silver. There's our gold. Yeah, steel will be easy. It's just a matter of... let's see. I think I can maintain the pressure. So I'm going to throw all the reagents in with some gas and try not to mix them all up. But I want to try and get the solder made. The electrum is pretty easy because that doesn't have an upper limit. So this is basically just the solder. And then once it's pressure for the electrum. But with a couple of valves, pumps, I should be able to adjust that. So, iron. Iron. Now, this one should be okay. The rest is deeper in the mountains, so I shouldn't have to worry as bad.
Power low.
Okay, come on, just one more little nugget. Give me one more little nugget. Okay, there we go. So I don't even have to make much. I just step outside. Yeah, because let's see, Invar. Yeah, Invar's hot. pressure's also nuts. That's the... Well, I guess at this point I would call it nuts. If I used all my welding fuel, I could probably get to the temperature easy temperature. Pressure, not so certain, because it wants about 19 megapascals. Constant tan is temperature and
Air
pressure.
tank low.
Yeah. Yep, basically. Air tank low. You know what? I will swap it out with that guy right there. I'll drag my hunger out for a little while. Okay, so I step outside. What do I need to do? So I need copper and iron to make it. I guess I could start packing some of the stuff up to make the furnace. So that. Oh, I haven't made the walls. That's a problem. That is a big problem because I don't have the iron. Okay. Let's get that started. I could start with this. Active vent. Oh, I'm going to need a passive vent as well. 2 passive vents, actually. Oh, okay. So I don't need glass sheets right now. Oh, man. Goodness gracious. A rash, not really a rash, reaction on my arm from a bunch of clearing I did. I took some Russian olive off my property and it dug into me pretty good in a couple spots. So we blinking light or no? We're oh, we got solid light. Change you out and let that. Okay, what do we got? Temperature 30 degrees, so that's good. 111. It's just, yeah, right there. Okay. 190. Yeah, that's exactly where that's supposed to be. 270. Okay, cool. 350. Yeah, all right. So the ACs have caught up. They are at their targets. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I guess I could turn that off. No sense. Very good. Very good. So at least go outside, put the foundation down, get it welded up. Try not to break myself flying through the air like Superman. I will need, yeah, I'll make the furnace. Got the regulator, got a volume pump. 2 volume pumps actually. An active vent. Okay. Alright, what do I need? I don't plan to be outside for too long, so this might be sufficient.
Critical. Health low.
Health low, we're gonna keep an eye on that. Okay.
Temperature high.
Shit.
Temperature critical. Oxygen low. Temperature high.
Copper. Gonna make copper. And I'm actually gonna make this relatively close. That way in the future, when I want to maybe make an interface. Yep. Yep. On the bright side. Yeah. Let's not get too cocky. There we go. There we go. Looking pretty good. And then this will be a short stint for the furnace. I'll put the transformer here, and it'll be heavy cable on that side. Which I have a transformer. There we go. Looking good. That be good? I don't know. Air tank low. How much? Okay, we got a ways.
Air tank low.
Let's eat, drink, and be merry while that's processing. Gotta catch them all. Okay. Doing good.
Air tank critical.
Let's go ahead and pull that. Okay, water bottle. Last one out of that pack. Down to 4. Okay. You know what? Just shove that there. Shove this into my face. Do that while we're waiting. Nitrogen. Unlock.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
Yeah, I hear a high air tank is probably not the best thing to do.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
Go. Suck in the suit juice. That sounds gross. Let's not say that again. Okay. Alright, so we should be able to go back out and... Well, we really didn't do much. Yeah, I imagine that would be very brutal. There's brutal and there's very brutal. Alright, so we're going to have... This is going to go into the system. Okay. And then... let's see... I'm taking a guess at where stuff's gonna be. Want to make sure that I can access the valves. That was silly. Let's make the walls. Yeah. Build up those skills. Now, I guess Vulcan wouldn't be too bad. It's just hot air, really hot air. Okay, so we need you there, you there. Okay, let's start. Yeah, that would be great. Furnace. Start with a furnace. Very nice. Actually, if I wanted to do it right, I could do chutes, which actually is part of the equation here. Yeah. It's kind of like, what is it, Europa? Unlimited oxygen, just it has to be warmed up. Alright, let's see if I can, while I have surplus energy, I can dump the nitrogen that I keep putting in here for my jetpack into the system, which, quite frankly, where's it going? Ah, it's going into the filter, so that's actually ending up in the coolant system. Jeez, you there yet? More bottles. Oh, this is exciting. Oh, ad break upcoming. Ew, yeah. I guess that is a very big concern, yeah. That would be a problem. Okay, I've got the furnace. So I need 12 of these. Right? 4, 4, 4. Yeah, 12. Okay. Now what else do I need? I think I need more stuff over there. So what did I say? Need an active vent? No, 2 passive vents. That's not enough iron for 2 passive vents. What about a cowl? 3. Ooh, I could do 2 cowls. Well, 1 cowl. Oh, I guess I thought it was 5. There we go. Well, at least I can get started, so okay. Well, since we're gonna let's get my air situated. I don't plan on being out there for too long, so I'm still gonna tap into this tank. Try to get what I can out of it.
Air tank critical.
And see about building up that, well, I guess it'll be in the dark. Great. That was a good plan. Oops. So, okay. Yeah, the furnace printers, batteries, cold gen, depending on how fast, that could be a problem. So, all right, here's the upcoming ad break. So I'm gonna be right back. Okay, welcome back, everybody. I almost need to put an arrow on the floor indicating which way to go. Yeah, turn that off. That would not be great. Wouldn't necessarily be the end of the world, but wouldn't be great. So now in the darkness, the mighty darkness, we'll build up a wall. Okay. There's that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Paint the doors. Red. Hot. Green. Awesome. Place to be. Okay. Feel like I'm missing something? Turn you off. Okay, let's go ahead and... You might as well be a wall. Boom. Yeah, that's true. Green for plant room. Okay. On the bright side, putting it here, I saved myself one sheet of glass. Okay, there's that. Furnace kit, let's get that up and running. The orientation on this needs to be that way. And I'd really have to roll it. Wait. Is that... That's about how I want it. Sticking through the front like I want. Good. There we go. Inlet. I didn't bring the glass sheets with me.
Air tank low.
Okay, low air tank. Gives me the opportunity to go get them. Yeah, there you go. That works very, very well. Oh. When I actually go to hook up the furnace for real, I may want to actually use my big bad air tank, so let's get that filling up. Might as well clean this up while we're at it. Okay. Glass sheets, those got to come with me. You can stay there. One of the things I'm going to make is a station battery. So got the furnace deployed. Plumbing. I don't know if 8's going to be enough. Let's go ahead and make a couple more pipes because I don't have much. Jeez. I almost wish that scroll bar was a little fatter. Really? Do I do that every time? Yeah, I will be putting an active vent so I can charge and discharge the, I guess you would call it the storage side. And then I would be using 2 volume pumps to dictate the pressure of the furnace chamber itself. Oh yeah, Venus atmosphere. The only thing that it will not do outright of the basic ores: iron, and nickel and silicon. Of course, nickel I don't think you can throw through as an ingot, but yeah. Yep, that's another thing is I'm going to consider. Right now I only have one inline tank. I probably should have some more, but for that I got to go out and get more iron, which isn't necessarily bad. Okay, nickel can become an ingot. Okay. Okay. Kind of makes me wonder. I mean, I understand the uranium. And to an extent, cobalt. Oh, that's disappointing. I'm looking forward to the uranium stuff.
Airtime critical.
Oh, okay. Well, I can wait for a couple more seconds while this pushes the pressure up a little bit. Just keep an eye on that. See, you can make electrum in Venus atmosphere too. Technically, waspaloy and inconel you can also make. Waspaloy you got to be careful because it's almost too hot in Venus. Almost. Yeah. The only thing I can think of, and I don't see why Stationeers would care, is cobalt, of course, is extraordinarily reactive with oxygen, which that would be cool. Just if you threw your cobalt ingot out into the atmosphere, it would spontaneously combust. It'd be a pain in the butt to remember some of that, but it would be kind of fun. All right, let's boosh. Okay, so output and input. That's what they call it. So there's. Do I just join them together? Or do I go ahead and do this little jig? So this is the output side. So let's. I don't know if it'll let me put that up there. Oh, it will. Output. There we go. Could actually put it a little closer. I don't know if partially embedded is actually a problem or not.
Power low.
Whoops. Oh, sounds like fun. Okay, I definitely need more iron there. I need more iron. There's iron right there. Silver. There's some iron. Whoa, not a good spot to be. Okay, turn off my light. Of course, I'm going to have a waste tank problem here in a second. You know what? I was not prepared.
Waste tank caution.
Yeah. No, I'm unstable. For the moment. Waste tank. Waste tank, because I should have done that. Actually, I have no idea how much oxygen I really have there. Okay, that's good. Yeah. I imagine plutonium would be pretty scared. I can grab that, turn that off. Do that because we want to. We need we need iron. Let's go get iron. Ooh, not under my feet. I'll have to take a look at that a little bit more when I get back inside here. That looks interesting, and yeah, I guess in some cases, if I read that right, it's certainly better to be safe than sorry. And sometimes you really never know with people or businesses, or you never know. I hit a lot of iron over here. That's awesome. Just worried to death I'm gonna create a vacuum so hard it's gonna want to eat my face. Ooh, nickel. I don't need any nickel back. I can't quite reach that. Can't quite reach that. Yep, protocols exist for a reason. And then automation too, when, well, of course, I don't like this. Of course, automation has its problems too. Reading, was it the information about 3 Mile Island and some of their stuff, and essentially what it ended up being
Waste tank caution.
is essentially not understanding what was on the board. There was a pressure relief valve, no, something like that, that was stuck open, even though the computer indicated that it was closed, but it was just the command signal was that it needed to be closed, but not physically. There was no check, so no verification. Sounds delicious. Oh, no, don't take it out from under my feet, please. It's not where I want it. Okay, one, there we go. I've got iron. Okay. So I need a fair amount of iron. It's boring, but I'll stand in here. I'll use less oxygen this way. So there we go. So now that I'm relatively safe, I can take a look at that. Let's see, take it at the surface of the shark particle. Yeah.
Hunger caution.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. Sometimes it pays to be paranoid.
Hydration critical.
Okay. I will do one more hop outside to grab that. And then I will set about making my pipes. I love how I can see through the door, but this is airtight. That's funny. Right? Oh yeah, absolutely. Just you've seen stuff before, so yep, I know exactly. It's like I've got a feeling. I've always got these feelings. Yeah, it's true. Photons a wee bit smaller than air. Okay, so iron. I know that I need it in the pipe bender for more pipes. Oh, yes, yes. I've got one of those for sure. The spider sense moment. I was driving to my brother's house. I forget if it was for Thanksgiving dinner or a birthday party or something of the sense, but there was freezing rain, so I was driving down main highway and doing 25 was scary. I was coming up to an intersection. Of course, I was driving slow. I had some nieces and nephews in the car with me. I'm driving slow. I come up to an intersection. That intersection has to stop, and it's all that, you know, I've got right away and everything. I just had this feeling, and I just let off the gas. Everybody behind me's honking and all this, and then I slowed down enough. But if I would have kept on my pace, I would have gotten T-boned by somebody running the stop sign with my nieces and nephews in the car with me. So it's like, you know, that was my spider sense. Okay, what else did I need for the rest of that? I think it was just pipe. Oh, inline tank. I have the utility. Inline tanks. I can make a bunch of them. Let's do a bunch of them. And then let's see. Oh geez, it's gonna take a while. Let's see, other thing. I guess I could kind of look forward here a bit. Oh, very nice. Yeah. Yep, there's forces of some sort somewhere. Okay, I need 2 doors. Let's start with this. I need 2 more doors. Go ahead and start thinking ahead to... Oh, I don't have the copper? Ah. Okay, I guess I'll wait on that. I guess I could make pipe here too, but... Yeah.
Power low.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely some situations need a deep breath. Put oxygen back in the brain, and I noticed there's sometimes my niece and my wife will be talking about there's some drama going on there, and the stuff they just want to basically get it all in a fight over or something. It's like, you can fantasize all you want, but there's some stuff that it's just not worth it. If it's not going to change anything, it's not worth it. Not worth your time and energy. Even though you want to. Kind of unrelated, but... Yeah. Are we... Oh yeah, we're collected. Okay, so now I can dump the copper. Can't see it, but I can dump it. 2 doors. And then... frames. I should make some frames. Yes. Yep, absolutely. I notice as I get older, I have less energy to waste. Especially with these darn kids. Oh.
Hunger critical.
I do need to consider... I need to make sure that the ceiling is not embedded in the voxel, because I kept blowing walls last time. I'm going to need walls. How many walls? I have 10 written here. I don't know if that's... Yeah, I got the achievement for blowing out a wall because I had it was slightly embedded in the voxel, and apparently that was at atmospheric pressure, so when I vacuumed it out, boom. Okay, there's 12. Let's go with sheets. And I'm going to need more than that, but... Haha, that's neat. Okay, so we're going to have Okay. We're gonna be starving again. Yeah, here's another case of I'm going to be polluting my workspace. It's gonna go out with me.
Health low.
Yeah, I know. Health low. Okay. Okay, this has to be airtight. That I don't know if I need it airtight. Okay, let's make sure that this is iron wall. Oh, wait. Okay, there's that. Feel like I want to put a window here so I can see. I make this the door. Does that? Oh, that does not leave me enough for the atmospheric kit. So this is the door. So do that. Grinder. More iron sheets. This one will be a door.
Power low.
Window. Window. That's gonna cause a problem, I believe. Whoa. That's a heck of a jump. Okay. Oop. Okay. I think that's good. I do need another atmospherics kit. But the idea is that I'll have the airlock here for the greenhouse. And the cooling system there. I could. I'm gonna jump over and I'm gonna dump the heat into the second stage there. I got doors. Didn't I make 2 doors? Yeah, I got them on me. There we go. Need more sheets. But otherwise, we're good. Okay. Temperature going up. Need more pipes, right? No, I got a stack of pipes. Actually, hey, what do you know? Oh, yeah, that's right. I need iron sheets first. So I need more iron. So I guess let's drink.
Power critical.
Switch that out. Turn the stinking light off. Eat and drink.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
These are not the seeds I was looking
Low
for.
pressure.
Okay. Check that into system over there. Pull some more air. Okay. Get more. I got more. I used up all the iron. Yeah. Okay. Used up all the iron. Need more iron. Let's get that because I don't need any more junk killing me. Okay. So now I've got the system. This is going to be is that? Yeah, one more step. Go down. Okay, so got a relatively contained area, and we'll just, not that it matters, but add some air tanks here. Wrong button. There we go. Now we'll have adequate there. Go ahead and throw in
Air tank low.
crap. I should have checked that. Frustrating. Well, I guess we can just leave that on. Let's turn you on. Swap you out. You're good. I really should probably monitor the temperature of that. I think 50 degrees is too hot, so that's what, 323? Yeah, 323. So as long as I'm not over 323. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's try this again. Alright. Chutes. That's another thing I do need to make. Hey, guess what? Falling in a hole. Let's go ahead and do that so I can take that inside. And we will do passive vent. Passive vent on the inside. Do a pipe. Space pipe. That shouldn't be a problem. Now I'll put the cowl on the end. I don't have the regulator with me. That's cool. Oh, yeah. Down, downtown. There we go. Getting there. Then If I knew which way. Yeah. If I knew which way the regulator was going to want to be oriented, I would position the wiring, but I will wait. Okay, probably just leave that on because it's hot in here. Oh, for crying out loud. I did have the regulator with me. Boo. Processor. Full volatile last night. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, that's one thing that I haven't touched yet are the rockets, and it sounds pretty pretty fun. For sure. So, O2. Let's change this out. Okay. Do. Shoots. I should go ahead and make a bunch of shoots. I think one of the things I will do this time around will be the pressure, the back pressure regulator is going to be a little bit tighter. It's not going to be the close to, what was it, 200 kPa. I think I'll leave it 50, so if it gets 50 over atmosphere, it'll shrink. But I may also have to consider going the other direction too, because I don't know if the pressure drops significantly in a storm. I think we're good. Okay, so this is going to be the output. Come on. Don't make me do it. Weird. Can I? Yeah, you can run through there. Okay, that I think is good enough. Pull this out. Back pressure regulator. Yep, just like that. So we will run along the bottom. There we go. Okay. So that's hooked up. That's ready to go. Let's increase. Let's set it to 275. That sounds good. 275. That's input, that's output. Okay, now I just gotta get the chutes on there. Wow, that was weird. Okay. Okay.
Power low.
Oh god. That's probably gonna be a problem, isn't it? That's gonna be a problem. And we'll just go this way. Ah. throw it in. Should be able to hit the button. Need to get power to this thing. I don't think it needs over 500. Maybe 600. Okay.
Waste tank caution.
Is that on? Is that on? Is that on? That is on. Okay. Okay, so I think we're almost there. Just gotta go make sure that I think I closed off all the windows based on what I have left. So now iron sheets, let's okay, there's that. Okay. Iron sheets, and again, I'm gonna pollute my air more. Okay. Toss that this stuff down because I don't think I need it. I do need to think about vents and stuff for in there. I also need to consider, yeah, more iron. Imagine that, more iron. Okay, vent, passive. So I gotta have enough air, or allow air in. I do need 2 active vents. I've got enough iron, which I don't think, because I think they take 5 each. They do. I can make 1. I want to do that. No, I probably don't want to do that, actually.
Power low.
Do that for the air in, I think. Maybe put it over here. Oh, I need more atmospherics. I think we can, oh yeah, probably waste tank. The crate in the way. All right. Do I wait? Probably shouldn't wait, because waiting just means that I die faster. So I suppose what I should do is gather up everything to make all the goodies. I'm gonna throw that in there. I set this stuff aside for now because I don't need it. Lead, iron. I don't think I've actually mined any cobalt yet, but I do have a big supply of it. Okay, let's turn you off. You're green. Switch you around. Ready to go. Let's make sure everything is hooked up here. I really should have done this. Okay, what we got? So 1,000 liters. So this is essentially the same as the furnace. No, not onward. Okay. There we go. So we have air in. So let's turn you on. That's the outflow. This is the inflow. A little bit more. Okay. So degas. Okay. We now have reagents for steel. Now, what's the temperature? All right, let's go ahead and throw the lead reagents in, or the solder. Whoops. Stupid. There we go.
Power low.
Yeah. There we go. We've got solder! And now electrum.
Waste tank caution.
Okay. I'm going to let it sit in there for a little while I run inside. Yeah, that's why I wrote a script to close it for me. Actually, with my advanced furnace, I got so sick of having to either babysit it or walk away and forget about it. Okay, so I've got. I'm just going to go ahead and put the solder where it belongs. Iron. That's actually probably something I should do, is get the iron, because I need a lot of it. Yeah. So let's go ahead and do what we need to do here. Swap that out. Temperature is okay still. Let that drain out. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely different ways to go about it for sure. I just chose the option of being able to hit a button to have it evacuate the furnace, and with that being able to keep the input closed when I was evacuating, so I could load up my next backpack. We still... Okay, we are good here. So I can shut this, turn that off. 40% is better than 20%. Let's grab that. Feeling paranoid. Alright, let's go get some lead. Yeah, I was trying to think of the best way to do the temperature. Maybe you've got a hot gas and a cold gas, and you just mix them to get your medium values. Chase a target. That's silver. I don't need silver. I may need cobalt, or I could use my welding tank if I really wanted to. Iron. Oh, not under my feet. Not under my feet. I think I'm going to need copper too. Of course I'm going to need wire, so... Woohoo! I get the station battery made, then I'll definitely use some more coal.
Hydration critical.
Should I go get the... Whoa, not under my feet.
Hunger.
Not under my feet. Stop it. Oh god. I had a vision. That's how I die. Okay, we're doing good there. Base is at... I definitely looked at the wrong thing. 0 degrees. Cool.
Waste tank caution.
Okay, waste tank caution. Well, ad break coming up. Ooh, there's a lot over here. All right. Yeah. Okay, alright, let's run back. Whoa. Maybe not at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Yep, do that. run back to the safety. Alright, safe! Yeah, it's sensible. It's a specific temperature, too. The degassing furnace, very, very sensible. And we're emptying here. Sounds good. I should have thrown stuff in there, but we have a problem. So, all right, ad incoming. So enjoy a good break. All right, ad break has ended according to the dashboard, so we'll get back into it. I got my ice water here. Needed on Vulcan. Okay, so I was draining this. I was going to go see about... I needed to make iron so I can make more stuff. Iron. I got enough copper, I think. Gold, silicon. I may need to grab more... No, I got silicon. Biggest thing is I need to get the steel made to continue down the rabbit hole. But I'm also going to go on my next batch and grab some cobalt so I can spike the furnace if I need to. Yeah. Yeah. The copper, always need. Iron, always need until you don't need. That's one thing I noticed. The deep miners, at least on the stable build, get a ridiculous amount of iron. And that's, you know, you can only do so much with it. Okay, let's switch this out. Let's check the battery here. 27. Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and swap that out. We're thirsty. Let's run out, make, chuck some iron in. See how we're doing here. 500. We're actually almost ready to make electrum, but I will run over and grab some cobalt because that way I can get the steel done that much quicker. Now the problem is, if I remember right, it's kind of buried in the rock, so I've got to do this carefully. So I don't smash my face. And I should already have the nitrous and stuff in there from the silver. Doom voxel. I was hoping I'd find more cobalt. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did get somewhere with the traders too. As far as that, I can see what they're offering, and I can actually call them down and interrogate them, all from the medium satellite dish for pulling the information. Oh, so close. Iron. Let's go ahead and do that. I have 8 cobalt. That's not quite enough for what I want to do, but I also have a ridiculous amount of pressure in here. I could take that down. So it needs to be 2.4 maximum, right? 2.4 maximum. If I bring it down, it'll increase in temperature quicker. So. And knowing it's going to go up, I'll take it down to like
Waste tank
1.5.
caution.
Yeah.
Power low.
So I don't know if they're testing something, because it's not possible on the small dish, it's not possible with the large dish, but it is possible with the medium dish. So it's but you can always pair them up. You can have the medium dish doing the
Hunger critical.
interrogation, and then you can always have the smaller large dish actually doing the hard work. And you can still auto lock on and interrogate without them. I think I'll take this down to 1.5, or maybe even 1. I'll take it down to 1. Because 1 megapascal is what I need for steel. That very well could be why, if all that was before was the medium dish. This is the only one with those stack instructions that you can write. Okay, that's good enough. Temperature ought to come up on that. And we will throw
Health low.
copper in. Go inside and deal with our humanity. Yep. Yep, which is, it's kind of interesting that it goes that way. You increase the temperature, but the pressure goes up. But if you increase the pressure, the temperature doesn't go up. You know, like you would with compression. Whatever. There. I know we need some there. What was I printing off? Chutes. I don't need chutes. Active vent. I need 1 more of those. Inline tanks. That was another thing. Let me print one of those off too while I'm thinking about it. Got 1 more transformer, right? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and to be able to take advantage of the phase change in that system too would be great. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, this is going to be for bottle filler. I'll throw. Do I want to 8? I don't need that much silicon, so one of those would be good for the future. Ah. Good Lord. And put that there. And that's what's going to go in there eventually. Yep, starving and all that good stuff. Wait. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Kit. No, kit. Utility. There we go. Find my brain. Hey, Merc. Yeah, there's it. It's a very steep learning curve for sure. So I think anybody who's serious about playing, I think we all start by watching somebody else. In my case, it was actually Splitsy and his gang. I was watching some of the stuff they did. They did the terraformers on Mars using the terraforming mod, and that sounded awesome. Still does. Yeah, IC Logic. The logic chips. It's a little tricky. The IC10 stuff. If you're not familiar with programming, it's a tough step. And if you're only used to high level programming, it can be a tough step as well. Good lord. Find my brain. We'll go ahead and chug these two. I'm getting low on food. I really need to get that farm going. We're good here.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Low
Okay,
pressure.
2 water bottles. I'm going to stuff in my water bottle filler.
Power critical.
I guess I should swap that out before I stop pumping air.
Pressure critical.
Okay.
Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
It's too bad there isn't more of that kind of stuff in the game. I mean, there's rockets, but I think they're very simplistic in many ways. But, you know, if it was overly complicated, then nobody would know how to do them. Oops. Shove those in there, and we'll ignore that they're upside down. Liquid pipes, that's what I need. Liquid pipes. Get those going. Liquid pipes. How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minimum. Yeah. Yeah, that would be awesome. Like I said, 7 minimum. And then hydroponics. 2. I don't want to walk away and have a bazillion of these. So I only need 3 at the moment. There we go. Okay. Did I trap some air in here? No, I did not. Okay. So we're going to do this, this, and that. That's where the plants are going to be. And get the wrench in here. Oop. And go outside to finish the rest of that. Get stuck in the crack. I hate getting stuck in the crack. Okay. I'm going to need cable soon. Let's get this down. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. Okay. Good. I think we can get away with grabbing this guy and chucking him in here. That puts me at the mercy there.
Power low.
Solder. Copper. Where's my copper? Copper's in here. There we go. Excuse me. Cable. Oh, speaking of which, while I'm thinking about it, might as well kick you on. Copper. You'll never take me alive. How are we doing over here? Oh, we're almost there. Whew. I almost got sucked into the airlock. That would have been bad. Yeah, Mars is a very excellent place for learning. It's not too difficult. You know what? I'm going to check that in there. Actually, I think any of the planets not on Brutal aren't too bad. You certainly have more supplies and availabilities on Venus in a standard start. But this is my, just so you know, this is my actual 8th attempt at doing a brutal start on Venus, and it has not been kind to me. I want to replace this with an APC soon, actually. I'm going to see about putting the light there.
Power critical.
Ah, crap. Just change out the battery. Yeah. Yeah, there's everything puts off heat. Well, not everything, but all the furnaces and everything. Okay, so once I have a grow light, I should be good. Need to put an atmosphere in here and keep this regulated. So atmospherics kit. APC requires electrum, I think. Brain fart. Atmospherics kit. Yep. Windows generate heat. So you can almost have an exploit, I guess you could say. Free heater. Okay, so I got the atmospherics kit, so this will be cooling. I don't know if I've got enough pipe. Pull up the pipe. It's another thing is I got to get my
Hydration critical.
I'm gonna have to figure that out. Or do I could dump a waste tank in there. That might actually be sensible. But I gotta have working air conditioner. We want let's see. If I want to actually be able to get back here and get my drink. Did I? Yeah, I did. I did. That's waste. That's not what I want to have hooked up there. That's More like it. Yep. Yeah, the IC-10 is much more powerful. What am I doing? But it is a lot more complex. Can be more complex. But then again, they don't make it very... If I was going to use discrete chips, it should have a significant advantage power-wise versus using a microcontroller, essentially. I think that was actually faster than trying to find it in my... Yes, that is a very, 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 very true statement. It is easier to modify the IC-10 once it's in place. The logic chips, they are a colossal pain in the butt, even though realistically they should be simpler. Yeah, I actually have a solar tracker that's semi-functional upstairs. I don't know why my vertical is off all of a sudden. It seems to be based on game. But yes, the wiki does have lots of good options. You can see some of the streamers get into it. And I've had some streams where I've done some more advanced programming, but I really need to break those down and upload them to YouTube so they're more useful. You know, no, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I was tempted to dump the heat into my oxygen because it would make it look prettier, but then I have to run the risk of cooking my lungs because I toasted my oxygen. So let's not do that. Just gonna spaghetti. I actually saw something I think was on the Steam community content stuff. Firing up the game. That they brought out the old Windows, the 3D pipes screensaver, and saying anytime you're dealing with atmospherics, this is what you're dealing with in Stationeers. It's like, yeah, absolutely. Oh, thank you for the subscription there, Merc. Thank you. Whoa, falling. Data ports on the left. Oh, there we go. Let's see, that's... Oh, I missed the follow, too. Sorry. Got that in the wrong order. But thank you very much. Dying of thirst. Waste tank is up there. Okay, that's... Is that power? Should have power once I hook up my stuff. That actually doesn't need to be fully powered. Okay, so I just need my... Need a grow light in here. Need an atmosphere in here.
Waste tank caution.
Which... I have power, which I'll tap off of there for now. Starting to... It's an electrician's nightmare in here. Plumber's nightmare, too. Everybody's nightmare. Let's just put it that way. Everybody's nightmare. Say 1,000, but I don't think it's going to be that. So this is be sufficient. You can just vent. Okay, so inward. This one I'll have to toggle back and forth. Passive vent. If I can spell passive. We're smelting advanced ores and upgraded my electronic station to the point. Oh, yep.
Power critical.
Yeah, the one thing that I did, I laugh about. Oh, this isn't going to work because it's not. Yeah, you know what? We'll do something silly. I'm all for silly. I actually use carbon dioxide as my coolant, and I've been having problems where I'm actually overcooling, so I'm literally... The first time I looked in my pipes and saw liquid carbon dioxide, it was, well, kind of shocking. Let's see, so close this. Alright, so we have power here. This needs to be changed out with an APC. But if I crack open this waste tank, hopefully this isn't too excessive and very hot. Very hot gas. But there we go. We are bringing the pressure up. Close the door so the pressure stays the same in there. Blow it into that pipe. There we go. And then this is just going to evacuate the base air if I don't want it. So there we go. I'm going to... Although that's probably mostly oxygen I just dumped in there. That's probably not the best. But
Health low.
if I bring it up enough, I might be able to eat and drink in there. So there's something for that, right? Yeah. Yep, definitely want to make sure you got enough power generation for your critical systems. That's one thing. I don't actually have enough here. I have just enough.
Air tank low.
Just barely enough. Oh, okay. I got... Start draining some power off of this APC, but we don't want to exhaust it. Still got the steel. I probably have Electrum out there. Okay. I think we're good. That's running. Oh, Lord. Okay, this is filled. I will turn that off to save the couple watts of power. I imagine this is actually probably... Let's not lose track of that. Yeah, low pressure. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Oh, why are you off?
Power low.
Okay. Power is not the thing I'm worried about. I'm actually going to suck some air out of
Air
here.
tank critical.
Waste tank, we're good. Okay. There's that. Okay. Yeah, I saw in there nitrogen. Yes, I definitely advise using nitrogen because you don't have to worry about it freezing. Mars can get cold enough. Just having carbon dioxide sitting there in a pipe will condense and then eventually freeze and rupture your pipes. So if you don't have a heat load, carbon dioxide is not actually a good coolant for the final stretch. Brain fart. I want to pull carbon dioxide. How do I want to go about that? That's oxygen. So there's nitrogen and carbon dioxide. 1 megapascal, 2 megapascal, 3 megapascal, 12 megapascal. So I could actually pull some out of there. But doing that, how would I want to do that? Spaghetti! The spaghetti is real. I would have to pull it up and... yeah, okay. Got the utility kit, but can that free... no, that can free space. Free hang? Regulator.
Power critical.
And then canister. Actually, you need a... let's see. Utility kit gas. Oh, wait. Do I have... yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, let's... what are we dealing with? 31%? Alright, let's turn this guy off. Just so we aren't overdoing it. Okay. I actually didn't need that second utility kit. Power generation's low. I want to do this.
Power low.
Oh my goodness. Will I have exactly the amount of wire I need? I need more cable. Just hoping that this sudden burst of opening my canister doesn't blow a hole in the windows. We're going to find out. Yeah, can't go up. So this has to come out, down, merge. Okay. Let's try not to get in the way of anything else. Oh my goodness. This is getting... well, that actually might be good enough. There we go. That's there. Okay, so this is going to be hot carbon dioxide. There we go. So pull this pressure down. So this is my waste gases. So I go in and I throw in my waste gas here to provide a little extra cooling.
Hunger,
Very
caution.
little. Ooh, oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, good.
Power critical.
I can probably do that. I am not generating much power out there. I am sucking in a lot of power here, though. Oh, hey, Fox. Sorry, I got a little busy there. Yeah, I had a similar experience my first time. I was able to figure it out before I got critical, but yeah. Yeah, pressure regulators definitely, but if can't, then yeah. Yeah, phase change. It's amazing. I was so
Health critical.
okay. Maybe I should eat. Stop talking. Stuff my face. Actually, I'm not ready to eat, but I am thirsty. I'm a thirsty boy. Thirsty boy. Thirsty boy. Okay. Get back to that after I solve my immediate crisis here.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
Yes.
Low pressure.
Yes, pressure regulator not required, but highly advised because, yeah, it's one of those things. You walk away from something and you'll be sorry. I've had my fair share of walking away accidents. And also partially functional systems that you kind of forget that they need your continuous attention. I don't know how many on my Mars base still to this day. I haven't gotten my, well, Larry's broken in my save. That doesn't help. Haven't gotten my volatile production stabilized. So I end up yeah, down to 50 degrees in here. That's cool. Popping pipes still because my water freezes and ruptures. So, okay, gonna make a big burst of air. Hopefully, it's not enough to exceed the thresholds of these windows. Okay. All right. Now that was a very large chunk of hot air. So I'm really going to have to get that cooling. Looks like three more of those and it'll be set. Of course, I might take all the carbon dioxide out of here. Let's do this and switch. Yeah, I'm pulling a lot of power. Pulling a lot of power. Yeah, they actually have liquids in game too, not just in a pipe. But you can, if you drop ice on the floor and it melts, you can have a puddle of water. I still have water laying all over my Mars base. 95%. That's actually doing pretty good. Okay, suck that in. What do I want to do next? My electrum's probably ready. I need to do something about this. I need power. Might be worthwhile. Yeah, let's maybe rush to steel. Get the steel so I can at least make a station battery. So let's do that. Swap out here. We've got 2 empty waste tanks. We've got full air tank. Ready to go. Pop out my electrum. That about made me load my pants. Okay, there is the electrum. Now, for the steel. How we doing temperature-wise? Quite frankly, I should have thrown the cobalt in, but I need, is it 900? Steel, 900. Yeah, let's dump that. Let that continue to build up in temperature. See if I can find... Stop stealing batteries. Oh my goodness. There we go. Thought I remember seeing more cobalt. Over this way. Aha. Nope, that's coal. Coal. That's not cobalt. That's just coal. I swore I ran into more cobalt. Not good, not good, not good. Alright. Can I see what I got in here? I throw more gold through too. Well, let's throw the cobalt in and see what we got. Oh yeah, that'll work.
Hunger critical.
Nope. Okay.
Waste tank caution.
Good. There we go. There's steel. Cool. Good. Alright, then we'll just go ahead and, I guess, evacuate. So I don't know if it's actually losing heat through the front or not. Yeah, just leave that up there for there. We've got steel. Yeah! Steel electrum solder. Good. Now we can go on to the next part here. Which in steel electrum. Ah, gold and copper. Well, I may have enough. Okay. Player launcher. Battery. I can make a battery. Awesome. That is what I want. Let's make sure I am discharging. That's okay. Getting hungry.
Power low.
Okay. Grow light is the next thing that I want to get up there. I think IC10, IC10 housing, and a grow light. And then it's just a matter of keeping that cool. Probably should get some APCs as well. Yep, battery. I already got the solid generator. Broke the world. Gotta love when you break the world. Very nice. That's very nice. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed with my current Mars save, and I don't know if there's something I can do about it. But I noticed that my hydroponics devices are all goofed up, and so my Larry code doesn't actually function. And I'm wondering if I separate each Larry in its own special network, if it would start working again. Maybe it just doesn't like having all the Larrys on the same logic network. Huh. I mean, it makes sense that there's no atmosphere up there, but I just would have figured they would have just assumed that outside you're in the world. But hey, it's great. Station battery, yeah! And a grow light. Let's hit the, oh my goodness. Let's hit the correct battery here. Or battery, button. I don't have enough gold for that. Okay, what about a housing? I may... Okay, so I got the battery. Coal gen. I will need more cable. Need more heavy cable as well. Maybe I should focus in on that. Yeah, I don't have enough for that. But hey, a manual. Manual's better than nothing. Actually, you know what? Since I'm in here, how about I grab another one of these? Oh, should have probably done that. Boom. There we go. 60 kPa. There we go. That's, I think, centered on this guy. That's all right. Okay, we're sweltering in here, but it's something. I had the canister open, so it sucked it out. That's
Power critical.
oh, power critical. Okay, let's take a look at that. So let's see. Cables, heavy cables. Yeah, I don't have enough heavy cables. So let's see, 1, 3. I think that's actually 3, 6, 11. Would not have enough to support everything that I have. But I could put a transformer on the output. Maybe that's what I need. Transformer. Right? Oh. What is draining all my power? In here. I mean, there's a couple watts outside. Alright, let's just...
Filter low.
This could be problematic. Oh, I've got two. I've got the pressure regulator outside and also the draining the furnace vent. That's what's running outside. So I probably should make some more turbines. I'm out of power. Out of power, and it appears that the wind turbines aren't doing a darn thing.
Health low.
Yeah, and actually I don't even have nearly enough air conditioners for the jump. Ideally, the 100% efficiency is a 55-degree spread, and I've got these set to, I think, like 90. So they're outside their efficiency range. But my load's low enough, I don't think it's too big of a problem. Bump, 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 bump. I gotta wait for daylight. Daylight, turn off the one vent. Do I have... I guess I can afford a little bit. So 50 iron. And I got a little bit more iron here. So I could make some more turbines. Which... turbines require gold and copper, so... power gonna be my issue again? Yeah. Yep, phase change. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Phase change device. That's not bad at all, actually, because you only need 2 of those, then the cross flow, and then insulated pipe. That's 10 copper, 10 steel, 5 silicon each. And then the cross flow, which I think is that a specific counterflow, not cross flow, counterflow. Counterflow heat exchanger, ooh, Invar. And Invar requires between 1200 and 1500 degrees Celsius with about 19 megapascals. Yeah, so that might be something for the future. I guess getting it started and spaced and all that would be probably the key component to that. The key component. Okay, so we are getting... the sun has risen. What can I do? Run outside, turn off a vent? That's about all I can do with this piddly amount of power coming in. Yeah. Let's do that. That'll save me some power. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Do that. Make sure I don't have a blown wall. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, the vertical is not working properly on my deal there. Copper. I do need copper. What I need is a good windstorm. I'm going to be running out of opportunity here for... Should really get the battery hooked up is what I should do.
Waste tank caution.
Waste tank caution. Do have a little itty bitty tiny buffer because I can throw the other tank in there. Not gonna overstay my welcome though. Alright, ads are coming up. Yeah, there's like no wind going on. If my solar panel was actually pointing in the vertical direction properly, that wouldn't be such a big problem either. Ah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't had an opportunity to look at the your YouTube in the last week or so. So there's ads. Enjoy. My tank is getting full. Let's deal with that. Do 32% O2. That's cool. Mm. 59 kPa, which I think is actually in the minimum requirement, but if the temperature goes down, the pressure is going to go down, so I'm going to need to inject more into it. Yeah, that's... Actually, I think I might throw my... Let's just do this. Throw more in. Okay, turn that off. Make sure you're capped. Good. Oh boy.
Air tank critical.
Grab a little bit of air out of there. Why not? Alright, Tuver. Have a good one. I'm actually probably going to call it a night here in a bit, so I'll probably send you a raid here in a bit.
Health critical.
Okay, I guess I'll eat. Yeah, actually. I'll go eat over here.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Low pressure. Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
Okay, there we go. The garbage pit. The garbage pit under the greenhouse.
Health low.
Okay, so I got those at... Oh, copper, copper, copper. I need more copper.
Power low.
Just use what I have for cable. Mm-hmm. Yeah, welcome back from the ads. Those that were afflicted with them. Just trying to get ready to... I need to hook up my battery and coal generator. Figure out how I want to go about that. I think I will actually output off of it. Yeah, okay, I was thinking about this wrong. I will put the supplier side on heavy gauge cable when I get there. I'm not going to worry about it right now because it's, well, a little too difficult. Let's see, battery, because I might get into needing light. So the idea here is, crap, I stole the battery out of this. I need to make batteries too, so I can stop doing that. Okay. Is that welded? Okay, it is welded over there. Okay, good. Alright. So, battery, right here. Input, output. Do this. Oh crap, I forgot about all the extra stuff it needs. Ah! This will actually work. Like steel sheets. And then solid generator. We will, it needs a frame, so I guess we will do this. This is where I will inject the power instead of coming down that side, because this is the power side. I'll have it snake around and down here. But for now, this is what we're dealing with. And I don't have a load, so we need steel sheets, right? Yeah, I forgot about steel sheets. Let's do that. Oh, steel sheets. Station battery requires 2 steel sheets. Alright. We're almost there. We're almost to making some coal. Coal power. Like beautiful, beautiful coal power. So let's dump what we can. Power helps for that. Oh god. Well, at least they didn't go too far. Electrum and solder have no use currently in any other thing. Gold, might as well go back in there. Okay. Steel. Need steel sheets. Now, do I want to go ahead and 10 steel sheets, 10 steel frames, 22 steel sheets? Let's go ahead and make 25 steel sheets. I think that's a good safe number. How many bars do I got? 4 bars. Okay, so I've got a little bit of time. I could get that.
Power low.
Get that coal going. As a matter of fact, let's get that coal going. That is probably more required than anything. Just hopefully don't exceed the... Oh dear.
Hydration
Stuck in a
critical.
hole. Don't exceed the power rating of the cabling. Wait. Did I do those individually? Okay. There we go.
Waste tank caution.
Waste tank caution. There we go. We now have power. Power unlimited. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, the pressure does drop by 50 kPa. Okay. Oh, that is unfortunate that I don't have the wind turbines hooked up. Okay. Well, that does mean that I have excess power. So let's start cooling this sucker. This run, this particular try, I think this is my third stream. So I've only got about 9-10 hours in it. And it's throwing dirt at me. The brutal start is, yeah, absolutely brutal. Let's go ahead and go in here. Let's set outward. Okay, there's that. Let's crack this open. Fill it with even more air. This is lots of oxygen now, so I can actually breathe in here. So one of the things I might do, I might actually take this water bottle filler and just flip it around so I can eat and drink in here without having to vacuum myself.
Power low.
Power low. Yeah, I know, power low. And so we've got our alloys. We're on to the next step here. I have copper. I need a little bit more gold before I can make the IC10 for controlling my lights. But obviously I'm not doing that out in the windstorm. And the temperature is coming down quite well in here. Awesome. So if we look at potato, it will grow down to 0 and it will grow up to 50. Ideally is 20 to 30. And then 25 to 200, but it likes to be about 75. So we still need a little bit more pressure in here. The temperature is coming down slowly. I just loaded up the system, so now it's moving slower. And okay, that's cool. Low pressure, high pressure, so got a little bit of time. So this will keep me alive, at least as far as hunger goes. Now, water is another story. So I think I am basically where I need to be. Carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide. I don't think it actually needs a percentage. It just eats 8 moles per hour. If I remember right, a tank a full canister is 210 moles, at least of oxygen, or 200 or somewhere in there. So, doing the math, 26 plants or so would make a tank of oxygen per hour. Obviously, I'm going through it a little bit faster than that, but I don't know how much I'm actually consuming out of the tank. Oh, okay. I guess I can turn that off. So we are... I could throw nitrogen in there, too. Throw nitrogen in for buffer gas. It's also cool, because I think it's only 25 degrees coming out of my jetpack. So. Oh, the things we do. I don't use my jetpack regularly outside, so I don't feel bad about doing this. And this does bring the temperature down, brings pressure up, kind of. I'm exhaling a little bit of gas. This is silly. This is silly. But it expedites, right? That's one of my problems. My last attempt, 7th attempt, was I died of hunger, literally. So. See, I died... Well, the ways I've died, smashing my face into a rock and burning your lungs, which if you're quick enough, you can get away with doing that once before you hurt yourself to the point where it's no good. Smashing my face into the rock and forgetting my duct tape, that was great. I didn't even make it to the first autosave that time. That was great. Running... Yeah, essentially it all mainly involves around running out of... or let my waste tank fill up and killing me off. That was another good one. Let's see, this thing... Alright, so... 50... potato... Okay. So we're right at the bottom of the ideal grow pressure. So I do need to inject a little bit more in here. But we're almost there. Cool. Very close. Taking advantage. Oh, actually my propellant is a little bit warm. I don't know. If I take my thrust all the way up... Oh, yeah, there we go. Woo! Try not to kill myself this way. That'd be great. Alright, I don't want to go too much below 2.5 kPa. Megapascals, 2.5 megapascals, that is. Just in case I need to use it to get out of a hole. So there we go. We have
Health low.
ideal growth conditions for potatoes. I just need to get the IC10 controlling the grow light, and we're good. Very awesome. It's farther than I made it last time as far as that goes. And then I do have a little bit of water, because they don't... What do the potatoes drink for water? 0.432 moles per hour. And... Well, here's what I want to see. If I close this door... I have 1 liter of water here, I think. Good lord. I'm going to steal the battery again and forget and be mad at myself. Oh, actually it won't let you look at the bottle? Wait, what? Pipe. Okay. Huh. I swear you could look at the bottles. Hear that the... Well, I guess I can't tell if the storm's gone or not. Looks like it is. Looks like it is. Water. Let's just look at it this way. So moles per liter. So 55 moles per liter. So yeah, you don't really need all that much water. So that works. That'll work. It would literally take what? Say 0.432. So we'll round up, say 0.5. So my brain is not working, it's too late. 110 plants to consume a liter of water per hour. So 110 plants would consume water as fast as I do, give or take. Oh, wait a minute. I have an idea. If this indeed is acceptable temperature, acceptable pressures, I should be able to... Oh, yeah, that is worth it. This will help out so much. Help with my mood. There we go. I didn't even think about that. So now I can stand in here. I'm not suffocating. And I can eat and drink in here too. Take my suit off, get clean. This is awesome. This is awesome. So, let's see, Mood. Do they actually have? No, they don't have anything on mood. But what did they actually say? Oh yeah, there you go. Hygiene is increasing. Mood is not increasing, but I think that's because I'm dirty. So if I get clean, maybe eat and drink. You know what? That might be worth it.
Power low. Oxygen low. Oxygen critical.
I didn't necessarily like that I had oxygen low as soon as I put my helmet on, but I think it's because of the nitrogen in my suit. Plants, I don't know if they'll use what they do call dirty water. Because that's basically, yeah, polluted water. There we go. Doesn't necessarily say, but you would think that plants would be able to use your gray water. You know what? What am I doing? How about I turn this sucker around? Yeah, I think that's worth it. Do that. Let's do that. We will see about increasing the mood in here. Just got to remember to flush my suit. Turn that off. Water bottle filler. Close the door so I can flip it around. There we go. And then open that up. Yeah. Drink some water. This ought to improve my mood. Because I'm not dying of thirst. put that up there. Hit the button. Very nice. Now, technically speaking, I could sit in here and manually toggle the grow light, but that's certainly not ideal. There we go. There we go. I think that's a very big milestone. Big milestone indeed. You know what? I'm trying to set up for a... Oh shit!
Oxygen
No.
low. Oxygen critical. Power low.
Yeah.
Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
That sucked. So now I gotta pull all the air out of there. That's what I get. Inward, not outward. Nope, inward. Good God. Don't know why the pressure's not going up. Well, I guess we can turn this off. Oh, it's because of the... Great. I've got to overwrite those. Okay. Okay. Well, I will have to grab the snapshot of that from... from there. Oh, the temperature's going to climb, though, with all this stuff pumping it out.
Hunger caution.
I used all the copper.
Power critical.
Crap. Crap. Alright. Well, I'll write myself a note and... Oh, okay. Hang on. I have a thought. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's going to have the same problem. Same problem, I think. Maybe? No. No. I might be able to... Hey, okay. We'll try this real quick, but we're going to definitely call it a night after this. How do I actually... Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Hang on. I got it. I can... Can I get to that door? No. Alright. So I can, since I got it screwed up anyway, do that. Set inward. I can vacuum this place out. And put it into there. There we go. Don't know why sucking out of the passive vent causes such a problem, but... And this will work only because the door is this way. I can actually shut it right there. Yeah, there we go. Whatever. So, that looks good to me. Looks very good to me. So that's... We made leaps and bounds. As soon as I get all my air put back into the greenhouse, I guess I need to get an advanced airlock on this as soon as I can so I don't do that again. But made some progress here. So, and yep, Twofer has his stream up. So we're gonna go ahead and raid him. So, as always, I would like to thank everybody for watching, and we will catch you next time.